I have started just last week this podcast with a fellow writer for a site called Screen Invasion. We both work there, we both write stuff for the site, and we do another podcast together with someone else. And we've had this idea for a while now, but we only just sort of launched it last week. It's called Film Club, which is pretty straightforward. The first rule of Film Club is that you do talk about Film Club. See what I did there? I know, not very clever, but hey. Anyway, I digress. So we launched it last week. We launched our pilot episode, which isn't very long. It's about 15 minutes, just kind of introducing who we are, what the concept of Film Club is, how it's going to work, etc. And what have you. It's very simple. Basically, each week we take it in turns to pick a film. Well, we had the idea is that my co-host Dan picked the first film last week, which was Alien, in time for Prometheus. This week I get to pick a film, which is going to be hard because Alien's a pretty big film to follow. I don't know what I'm picking yet. I guess you'll just have to find out if you're interested. And then, if we gather enough interest, we want to put it to a public poll to see what the next film is going to be. So the idea is, Dan picks one, I pick one, listeners pick one, and goes on like that. But anyway, that's kind of what we're planning to do in the future. But what we're doing now is we launched the pilot episode and introduced the idea and the scheme, as it were. Is it a scheme? I don't know. Isn't schemes what just evil masterminds do? I don't know. My head is not in one place tonight. Anyway, we launched it last week, and I thought it would be a pretty cool thing to talk about on here, because I know that a lot of people in the community like movies, and I thought it would be pretty cool for you guys, if you wanted to get involved. It is very simple. All you have to do is find yourself a copy of Alien, whether it be DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, an old recorded version, digital version, whatever. As long as it's legal. I think I have to say that. But as long as it's legal. So get yourself a copy of Alien. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, it's pretty easily accessible. Watch it. Especially if you've never seen it before. You definitely want to get on this. Watch it. And then head on over to the Film Club forum on Facebook, which I will put a link in the description box below, so you can just click on there and just talk about the film with us. And then what we'll do is, coming this week, I think on Wednesday, me and Dan are gonna sit down and talk about our experience of the film, our views of the film, which could get very nerdy. I've made some notes as I was watching tonight, and I made notes on sound design and tracking shots, so it could get very nerdy, I don't know. And what we're going to do is take some comments from the forums and throw them in there as well. So if you want your voice to be heard on Ridley Scott's 1979 masterpiece Alien, go watch it and then head over to the forum, link below in the description box, and let us know what you think of the film. If you love it, why? If you hate it, why? And all that kind of good stuff. I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a neat idea, and hopefully it's got legs. And I kind of thought that some of you guys might be interested in it, so I thought, well, we'll do a Ramble video about it and telling all the good folks on YouTube who listen to my videos for some reason might want to check it out. So there you go. Like I said, links in the bottom to go do that if you want to. I do, like I said, I do me basically hawking myself, peddling my wares for the low price of free. As you may or may not know, depending if you listen to the Whisper Rap Tag Challenge that was put out a little while ago, I am an aspiring hip-hop artist. As funny as that sounds, because I mean, you listen to my whisper voice or speaking voice, and you might not kind of correlate the fact that that's kind of what I like to do. I'm trying to make established moves into making like legitimate hip-hop music, but like my mind is a very, very strange organism, especially when it comes to making music. I don't make orthodox or traditional hip-hop. I mean, I have just strange ideas that get manipulated into beats and lyrics, and anyway, you'll be able to find out just kind of how different and unorthodox, for lack of a better word, my musical direction is. If you so wish to check out an EP that I've put out, it's my first bona fide project under hip-hop music. My first sort of bona fide, legitimate step into this world, which is, you know, it's still reasonably new to me, but I'm still having a lot of fun with it. You can find out, it's a 7-track EP, it's about 13 minutes long, it's called DIGITIZED, and it deals with a lot of glitchy sound effects. It's very roughly put together, but purposely so. All sort of organics versus mechanics kind of thing. Topics like religion, politics, history, technology, the benefits, the pros and cons of it, the dangers of it. There's a track dedicated to the French actress Julie Delpy on there that kind of says a lot. All sorts of good stuff. Like I said, it's 7 minutes, about 7 tracks, sorry, it's about 13 minutes long, and it's a little something different, you know. I'm trying to contribute something that isn't so easily found, I guess, but I had a blast making it, and I'm very proud of it. Considering it's my first step, I've still got room to grow and room to expand and stuff, but yeah, if you want to go check it out, all you need to do is go to iammalkovich.bandcamp.com. Again, I'll put a link down in the description box, but yeah, if you do, go check it out and tell me what you think. You may like it, you may not like it, who knows, but other than that, yeah, I also am getting closer to selecting a book to read as well. I've got a few in mind. The one I'm thinking of as kind of at the forefront is a book I read about 2 years ago that left a reasonable impression on me. It's a young adult novel called Looking for Alaska, by John Green, I think is the author. Anyway, I really like that book, and it's something that I was reminded of recently, and I thought that might be an interesting choice, but there are others. What I might do is compile a list and put it up on my channel and see what you guys think. So yeah, so there you go, Film Club. If you're interested, go check out Alien and then visit the forums with the link in the description box. My EP, if you want to check that out. If you don't, that's completely fine, I understand. I just thought I'd put it out there in case you did. And I will be back to you soon with a list of books, potential books for me to start reading in chunks. And other than that, I hope you've had a lovely weekend and you have an even lovelier week in store.